Morning peeps, 6:20 in the morning. We're at Gyechi port in Chongyong and we're getting ready to go to Saryangdo. Okay guys, we're on Saryangdo. There's a ferry just leaving. Saryangdo is made up of two islands, right? You got the lower island, or the southern island, which is called Sangdo. That's that one there. Then it's connected by a bridge there to the northern or upper island, which is called Sangdo. The two islands together are called Saryangdo. And this is where we're heading for today. This great big long ridge along here. Now Saryangdo is basically nothing but a hiking island. It's got some of the absolute best hiking in Korea. So we're doing Northern Island or the Upper Island today. Let's get on this. Here we go guys. First peak on the ridge, so we've just come up the really steep section, get to the top, or the start of the ridge. This is the first peak, called Oknyobong. About 281 metres. Let's go and have a look. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first peak on the ridge. Lots of peaks on this ridge. I'll try and put them up down below, all the different names, just in case we miss them. But that's where we're going. Look at that ridge. It's monster. But look at this view. There's the South Island. So that's Lower Island, South Island, Sangdo. See if we can see anything over the other side. Ooh. Yeah, can't see too much at the moment. Okay, so heading out. So apart from they have stairs over the really steep sections, sometimes it's rope. Over this bit here, obviously, look, they've suspended the stair. But have a look at this, sometimes, on really dangerous parts, they'll put a bridge. Look at this. But you can see the old route down there. Can you see those metal railings? That was the old route. And you used to go round this peak, so you couldn't actually climb this peak. Now they put in stairs on one side and bridges. But look at this view. Look at that. It's turning out to be a glorious day. Okay, it's a bit hazy, but yeah, we're doing well. I think we're only about a third of the way through at the moment. But this is untrue. A bridge in between peaks. Fantastic. This is why you can see this is literally a premier hiking island. Look at all the routes there. See all the routes across the island. You could spend 3 or 4 days here hiking, no problem whatsoever. And it is literally designated a hiking island. So when they put the bridge in between the two islands, they call the area Saryangdo. And the whole place, even if you look over that way, that's the lower, the South Island, that's Sangdo. Look at that ridge route on that. We're coming back to do that, definitely. But yeah, like I said before, you know, they always curate the paths. Protect nature, protect people. Look at this bridge. Another one. Oh, yeah, that is monster. I can't imagine how hard this route was before these bridges and these stairs. Amazing. And then of course we're carrying along the ridge along there and finally down to the coast. So yeah, it's turning out to be one glorious day. Okay, let's get on it. Here we go, another peak, 400 metres. I'll give you a quick aerial first. 400 metres. This is probably the highest on the ridge actually. It's not the one we need for the back, but it's the highest. But look at this. What a fantastic view, eh? Absolutely amazing. Man, this is steep. Toughest ridge I've ever done. Loads of stairs, loads of ropes, loads of scrambling back there. Look at where we're going. Nothing but rock. Outstanding. This is what we came for, people. Jirisan. 398. Well, 397.8. But look at this view. It's outstanding. Okay, so this mountain used to be called something else before. Can't remember what. I'll put it up underneath. You see the ridge I've come along there. Look at that. It is rocky as, and there's some real proper scrambling on this. It's a hard job. Anyway, this is right at the end of the horseshoe. Like I said, this used to be called something else. The reason it's called Jirisan is because on a good day, apparently, there's a really famous mountain range on the mainland called Jirisan. And from here you can actually see it. I'm pretty sure we can't see it today. So they renamed the mountain Jirisan. But yeah, this is the one we've got to get for the back. And then we're off home down that way somewhere. Yeah, it's not over yet. Look at that. You can see a couple of people walking along the rocky ridge there. Once you're up high, it's not a lot of protection actually, but it is exciting as. It's the best one I've done so far. Certainly the hardest. But there you go. Jirisan. Done. So I'm off the ridge now, back on the coast road. So we've got 5 clicks of coast road to get back to the ferry port. Have a quick look at that view. And amazing. Fantastic. I tell you what, when I got on the ferry in Tongyong to come to Saryangdo, there was about 20 hikers getting on the ferry. I've never seen anything like it. Loads of hikers. But when I was walking, I didn't see anybody. Not until about halfway through, and then I started to see them, but they were coming from the other direction. So they must have got a bus to the end and started from that end. So my guess is now I finished it, it's actually easier to start at my finish and go through that way, because then it's like a lot more gradient going up, and the real steep sections are actually coming down rather than up. So I think I've done it the hard way. Anyway, we're on our way home now. About an hour I guess, 5 clicks, and then we'll see what time the ferry is. But monster day out, best I've ever done. Fantastic.